Hey guys, more unification, more Deathguard, a lot of action. Long story short, when I downloaded this mod, I clicked on the Discord, and I knew this mod was popular from the reviews and everything going on. People were making videos about it. There's a lot of unification channels out there, and I was able to find real players and even talk to them using a microphone. I'm still using my $5 microphone. The one I have to use one hand to use, so I can't use my keyboard shortcuts when I'm recording. So that's why there's no first-person shooter recordings, because I just can't record those with one hand. I could, but I wouldn't be doing a lot of moving around. But yeah, I guess I'll get straight to it. This was my second time recording this because I'll show you real quick. I guess this isn't considered a game by my software. It's more of an app. So they go on multiplayer. You'll see all this gibberish. I started this game up using a website instead of the Steam. So this isn't Steam right now, it's like a website. And it's very rare for me to play a game that's not on Steam. So this is kind of new territory for me. The only games I don't play on Steam is Minesweeper. Anyways, if you hear that noise in the background, it's my dad freaking out because he fell for the 10th scam. He finally got a smartphone after having a flip phone, and he just gets junk mail all the time. And my sister helps him out with the junk mail, but I guess he ignores all her advice, so not much we can do about it. So this is the second time I recorded this. I'm super worn out. I'm already out of breath. So we got these guys do 1v1s all the time, so these guys are no joke. And I only had unification for a week, so I don't know crap about anything. So I just do my normal Deathguard shenanigans, and I do end up going level 5. So if you want to see that, stick around. Pretty much every player in this is a lot better than me, which is saying a lot because I have a lot of hours. But yeah, I think everyone here has more hours, is better than me. So you'll see some pretty good, I promise, pretty good gameplay. So you have to hit the first company button, and then you really need this barracks up. So I gotta get this barracks up really quick.
Disease makes you see Nurgle's power.
Cultists, just for capturing the map. They're pretty solid in a fight too. So they're not the worst unit ever. So this is Nocturne. This is the Night Lord home planet. If you guys are, if you guys know anything about Night Lords, pretty cool. Another thing I want to say is this was our 7th or 8th time trying to get this to work. Between internet issues and the mod issues, this took 8 times for us to get it to work. And we had players drop. So this was a 6-player thing. but after all the drop players, it became a 2v2. So this is my build order. I found out the normal does poison damage to units that are like touching it. So you can't punch it. If you try to punch it, you'll lose. But if you shoot it, you should be fine. It does die eventually. It just kills itself after a while. So it's not the best thing ever. It does detect though, so it's got poison and detect. So the reason I'm doing this is to get a foot in the door, basically. Got my zombies going up. These zombies are pretty overpowered. I did find out after watching this gameplay over and over again. They're basically bulletproof, but they get one-shotted by like lasers. So the moment you have anti-vehicle, these become super outdated. Fight over here, Orks beat cultists. Even with the cultists being really good, they lose that fight. But these zombie dudes, they can cut right through Orks. So it's pretty interesting. As you can see, I'm hitting. These zombies are hitting them with everything and doing no damage. So, and this zombie unit is not cheap. So I gotta really get something done with these guys. So if I didn't attack right now, they would have map control, and this might have been a lot shorter recording. So I had to attack like right now to get this recording going. Plague Lord does well against commanders, so he's my commander killer. That's really his only job. He sucks at everything else. So this guy tries to use Soul Split, and it actually backfires, which is the first time I've seen that in a long time. Oh, he's got 2 psychers. I actually didn't notice that. Yeah, 2 psychers. Yeah, there's like a 5% chance for the Soul Split to backfire. Here I use the heal. I think it's 1,000 points. So they have to do 2,000 damage to me to kill me. Tycho is a god at melee, so there's not a lot I can do to kill him. And Tycho can do 2,000 damage. So, and during this time, we were on voice chat, talking to each other. So we were talking about this moment. So that's pretty interesting. These zombies just walk past these orcs without even hurting them, and these orcs started going down. It's a very strange unit. Oh, this is a new squad, by the way. So I remade the squad after losing it. It's not a cheap squad. So this was kind of an all or nothing. It's funny. This is the 4th time I watched this, and this is the first time I noticed double Slager. But these guys were in a voice chat, and they joined up pretty quick. So I'm guessing they play a lot together. So if I had to guess, these guys know each other's playstyles pretty well. Even though they're pink, the Space Marines are pink. This is actually Blood Angels, who are specialized in melee. So I got the turret on my zombies in 2 squads. It's pretty rough. And these Space Marines don't seem to be affected by the poison much, which makes sense. Space Marines are supposed to be like poison proof. So that might be a lore thing. But who knows? Hard to tell with this game. I'm not an expert on this mod, like at all. So I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, this is Blood Angels, who were a pretty big deal during the Civil War, Horus Heresy. These are like the vampire Space Marines. I'm pretty sure the vampires wouldn't want to drink their blood.
You are pleased?
So yeah. I'm pretty sure even if all their anti-poison and stuff, Space Marines would still get sick. It's a lot of poison. These Deathcoptas, these are Deathcoptas. They're a new unit, and they do 100 damage, as you can see. So they're doing like 1,000 damage per second, because there's like 5 of them, right? And you can have them at the 8-minute mark, which is kind of bull. You do have to build this building to make them, but as you can see, they're pretty. He yelled at me for using zombies, and he pulls this on me. This seems incredibly strong. I know they're strong on the board game. Deathcopters are super strong on the board game. But this is just ridiculous, I would think. So yeah, everyone's level 2, and I kind of have to remake my army if I want to win. So I'm just constantly remaking my army. And I have to put everything on economy, because just so I can get ahead. I'm not sure why these guys are poisoned. They're super far away. I'm not an expert on anything. These chimeras should probably help out, but it's fine. Deathcopters come in the annoy guard. Deathcopters seem really annoying. They are 50 power each, and there's like 20 of them. So, well, not 20, maybe like 11. There's like 11 of them, but they are 50 power each, so they're not cheap. Looks like command squad is going down. But yeah, Blood Angels are got it melee, so nothing you can really do there. I only played the Blood Angel mod once, so I'm not an expert on them. I think everybody's level 2 now. Building this turret, because I have no answer for that. I have no answer for these. Chimera spam. I'm pretty sure these chimeras are still 100 points each. So this chimera spam is pretty expensive. Assault Marines are going ripping right through these vehicles. So pretty scary stuff. Seeing these Marines just rip right holes for these military vehicles. They are strong as, you know, they are really strong, but I don't think they could actually do that. Even the transport vehicles are super strong, so I don't know if they could actually do that. Yeah, this guy keeps doing vehicles, and vehicles are still Deathguard's weakness. So, a bit of a problem there. Looks like Guard was able to outmask the Space Marine player. I tried to do a cheeky thing here, but didn't work out. They're actually lasting quite a while, despite being shot at in 8 directions. This is actually a vehicle commander, believe it or not. So they added vehicle commanders in the game. Still not sure why these guys got poisoned. I never sent any guys over here. But it's no idea. It's not a perfect mod by any means. But it's still cool. But yeah, I have no answer for the commander vehicle. Everyone's vehicle spamming, and I'm just now making my building for it. So to say I'm behind is an understatement. But as you can see, this guard player is very strong. He was able to survive this 2v1 for a while. And I'm guessing these guys play a lot together, because I just got this feeling that they do. So this is pretty hard for anyone to survive against, and he's doing pretty well. Chimeras do well against pretty much everything, so Chimera spam makes sense. Now, Ultimate Apocalypse, you could easily get like plus 300, like pretty easily in the first couple minutes. Unification, it's just normal resources, like Soulstorm. So all these big fights here are super expensive. These are really expensive fights. Slowly but surely they're getting whittled down. And Deathguard sucks at helping people, so there's not a lot I can do. Chimera's going at it. As you can see, they're ripping right through these buildings. I don't know if they have the gun upgrade or not, but they're just ripping and tearing right through these buildings, which is impressive. Now this player has to look over here, which makes this fight a lot harder. I now have my rhinos, and these rhinos are pretty good, but they're not gonna win me the game. So I don't know how expensive this building is, but he did at least 300 points in damage. So this guy here has to spend at least 300 points to bring all this stuff back. It's a pretty good engagement, I would say. If I had my demons here, I could go rip these banners down pretty quick. Here I try to load my guys in. I do plan on getting the Rhino grenade, because the Rhino grenade is a lot better than the Deathguard grenade. There it is. Yeah, the Rhino grenade is a lot better than the Space Marine grenade. So if I can pull that one off, I can do some damage. Again, I don't really have anti-vehicle, so I'm in a rough spot. After getting the slag depot, my resources went up quite a bit, as you can see there. So I was able to decap these, which isn't saying much. I was able to get a little bit of map control, but not, you know, a rhino in one squad. That's not anything crazy. They did make invisible units a lot more obvious. So this is super obvious even for a player like me. And this guy was good enough to dodge the grenade. I think he's taking damage, but he was able to dodge the grenade pretty well. I only have 3 grenades, so he was able to dodge all of them. And Deathguard being Deathguard, I can't really dodge these missiles. Deathguard kind of sucks without the health upgrades. And I think I'm getting the health upgrades pretty soon. This is like the 5th time I watched this. So, yeah. This is the 5th time I watched this, and I'm already tired. I just woke up, but just recording these, and I'm already kind of worn out. Looks like Imperial Guard's going level 4. I'm surprised after all those big fights. Looks like he recovered pretty easily. So I have a couple detectors. I got my plague caster, who isn't very good. He dies pretty quick. And I have these flies that come out of a building. And the flies that come out of the building are actually pretty good. So those flies I use a lot for detection. And I got this guy protection. I started buying demons because they're pretty good against buildings. And I noticed this guy here is trying to do the same thing again. Here's this commander vehicle, which looks a lot different now. Luckily, I went level 2. This one guy in this squad survived somehow. Yeah, Deathguard isn't really Deathguard unless you make a bunch of Marines. So I just gotta make a lot of Marines. Looks like I'm level 3 already. So that's cool. So I made a bunch of demons. I made a couple rhinos. I made some anti-vehicle. And then I went level 3. I think another reason I went level 3 was so I can get the economy upgrades. I really needed those economy upgrades for me to survive. This was a super casual 2v2. We were like messing around the whole time on chat. So don't take this one super seriously. This was my first game with them, so I was trying to show off a bit. These guys definitely knew what they were doing though. So I don't think I was impressing anybody. This is pretty similar to the first assault. I think now I can start supporting them. Legion Russ is coming out. Now that I'm level 3, I should be able to support this guy a lot easier. My demons end up getting killed by this Stampa. So the Orc player looks like he teched pretty hard, but he also won like every fight. If you win every fight, you tech up. I think that's something everybody does. Pretty strong army here. We got some artillery going. And I think my voice is going out. So that's fun. I just woke up and I wanted to record this and start my day. But I think my voice is already going out. So that's fun. Turret here for those choppers. I don't think this one turret is going to save me, but it should slow them down. I'm just in my base so I can rebuild my army. And my units are super slow. So I don't really have a scouting unit. Deathguard doesn't really have a way to scout the map. Except for maybe the flies. The flies are the only real way I can scout the map. Without a scout, if I run into something like this, that's basically just game over. Now that I have this slag depot, I'm floating pretty hard. I'm starting to make some medics, so I'm going to add some medics to my army. I decided to go in before I'm fully upgraded, just so I have some map control. I thought map control was better than having all my upgrades. Pretty cool. Psyker on the field by himself. Pretty neat. That Stampa's around there somewhere, so you gotta watch out for that. You'll see quite a few vehicle fights. I join in without really knowing what's going on. And my plan just absolutely failed. So that's fun. I had to yawn there. But yeah, my anti-vehicle's shooting. I don't know what they're shooting. But they're not shooting the right thing. This Hellhound is doing like nothing. Man. But yeah, Blood Angel's making a bunch of dreadnoughts and anti-vehicle. Pretty strong. Stompa popping out. Pretty much nothing in my army can kill this, except for maybe predators. That's pretty much the only thing in my army that can even kill it. So yeah, you'll see a lot of squad wipes. Once if I get into a bad fight, it's basically a squad wipe for me. These units are pretty cheap though, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Gorgonaut. Whoever worked on these, fantastic job. Stompa looks great. I remember playing the Titanium mod years ago, and the Stompa looked nothing like this. So, and this is the first time I've seen a Gorgonaut. I'm guessing they just copied if I had to guess, they copied the Dawn of War 3 Gorgonaut. Baneblade Stompa fight. Stompa actually has bigger numbers. So I'm actually not sure who would win in a straight up fight. Gorgonaut got stunned, which was pretty massive. These Vendettas seem to do quite a bit of damage. He is level 4 using Chimeras. So that's pretty interesting. It seems like this command squad couldn't stun Stampa. I sent my Terminators in without really knowing what's going on. They were able to take some damage though. Over here in this corner, it's just normal Sluggo boys. Just this listening post alone should be able to save me. So not a real threat. I got the bolter upgrade, so all my bolt guns should be a lot better now. And I can just tell that they have to be coming from a barracks or something. So I went out trying to find the barracks. And with all the upgrades, this actually goes down pretty quick. I was actually surprised how quick this went down. So he's going down pretty fast. And that wasn't even the Terminators. The Terminators are over here. So that was all without the Terminators. And as you can see here, they made the Gretchens a lot easier to see. I thought these were Commandos, because I wasn't sure if Commandos were in the game. I should have Rhino grenaded them. My Rhinos should have grenades on them, but instead I forgot, and I wanted to get a fly to detect. So I'm making a fly right now. I'm kind of turret spamming because the flies are really my only detection option. This gunship is going in. I think I made some demons as support. Yeah, here comes the demons. They only have 100 health, so they lose to anything, even level 1 units. So yeah, demons do crazy high building damage, but they do die to anything. So not the best option. They were saying stuff about the map, so I don't think this is a map they play often. When we talked about it. So this is really us just improvising. It seems like Space Marines are having a hard time recovering too. It seems like every time Space Marine loses a fight, it takes a long time to recover. Massive gunship here. Guard can just stun it over and over. Battle wagon. Battle wagon might actually, yeah, he like one-shotted the command squad, which is always a sad moment. Now that I'm level 3, I can get my artillery and predators going. I actually really like the Deathguard predators, so we'll see. My rhinos finally have rocket launchers, but the rocket launchers don't do anything to these things. Orks activate their damage boost. My Deathguard, even with all the health upgrades, get annihilated. So that sucks. My vehicles, all my vehicles get like one-shotted. So pretty rough. I basically spend the whole game remaking my army. But I guess that's a real 2v2 for you. In a computer 2v2, I only have to make the army once, but in a real 2v2, I just spend the whole game remaking the army. Weird boy on the field, so that's cool. Orks is strong enough to kill a level 4 vehicle with just level 3 units. So it's getting pretty wild. And I don't have all the marine upgrades. Getting all of them is something I can't afford, even with my better economy. So I really want to take out that vehicle, but it looks like I won't be able to. These predators are something I can't spam, so I really gotta watch out for that. I can only make a predator maybe 5 times, and then after that, there's not much I can do. Finally, trying to support my teammate. This is a pretty weak army though, so it's not the best support. I really can't spam. I can't spam level 3 units all the time, so it's just not something I can't really afford. Guard had Imperial Guard had like double everyone's resources, so that explains why he can spam so much. I finally made the tree. The tree is where the flies are actually really good. So I got flies here, and I got some flies here. The flies are actually pretty solid. So yeah, the moment I make a predator, goes down. Predator is one of my best units, but yeah, it's just a lot of firepower. And here I really thought about giving up, because what am I going to do against this? And we were talking about it, and on chat, a microphone, and he's like, "Don't give up, we got it." So I was like, "Alright." So yeah, entire Ork army running away from Terminators, which is funny because they had no problem fighting the Flame Blade, but they're running away from the Terminators. Now here I forgot to heal, or I was busy. If I activated the heal, I think I'd be fine. This damage boost though is no joke, so pretty rough fight for me. Demon Prince transformation. Really, I just wanted to use the invincibility frames to get in. And like I said, these expensive fights are something we can't do all the time. So killing all that was actually a pretty big deal. And Ork is still like teching up. So Orks has all these crazy stuff going on. And one of my Terminators actually survived that damage boost barrage. So these Terminators are actually pretty solid. Gretchen's went down. The flies detected them, which is something I thought I'd never say. But yeah. I am making the doctors, I think. I usually don't make the doctors, but this was one of those matches where I kind of needed the doctors. Storm Raven out. It looks a bit funny though, So I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to be, or if it's wrong. It just doesn't look right. I'm not sure if this is a level 4 vehicle or if this is like an Ultimate Apocalypse. You can teleport your units, and every time you teleported, that ship would show up. So I'm not sure if that's actually an ability. It could be an ability, for all I know. So at this point, I pretty much made every unit in my buildings, and I lost every fight. So really my only answer is either go level 5 or make a bigger army. Here, it's kind of funny. This Ork bomb actually does more harm than good. There was like 3 squads here, now it's down to like 1. So that was a pretty funny moment. That is like an Ork thing to do. So, you know, some Ork funny moments. I think I'm saving up for level 5 because nothing I did really worked. The moment I made anything, it just got wiped out. And I guess that's the problem with being constantly out-teched. Orks actually have a stronger vehicle, but you never made it. Maybe they go easy on us or something. What's funny is Orks actually has the lowest economy out of all of us, but he was the biggest threat, which goes to show you how crazy Orks is. Here I show up a minute too late, Baneblaze down. I'm not sure if I have the rocket launcher upgrade or not. If I have the rocket launcher upgrade, I can actually kill level 3 units. But yeah, I'm choosing my fights pretty wisely because I really don't have a lot of plans. And my army isn't that big, honestly. It's only like 3 squads. So, nothing too crazy. These Terminators are still alive somehow. They soaked up all the damage. Now they're squad wipe there. Damage boost on the Orks of the damage boost. Barracks finally went down. I think pretty soon Orks has free units. So destroying that barracks was actually pretty huge. Because of all the free units he was going to pump out. Demon Prince getting shot in like 9 directions. And he's taking it like a champ. Finally goes down. Nurglings go down. I thought these Nurglings could get a few buildings. Assassin over here. I'm not sure what this ability does. But I'm pretty sure this guy knows. He's a lot better. I think he's better than me, honestly. I think my rhinos are maxed out, so they should have some killing power now. I'm not sure what this gun here is on the Lehman Russ. I don't know if it's like a Titan gun, so I have no idea. Big Mech looks like he's upgraded a bit. He's got a few changes on him. It could either be that or I think every time you make Commander he looks slightly different. So it could be that. Resources are going about the resource decay is real. starting to. I think everybody's resources are getting hit pretty hard. Everything's gonna turn yellow soon, and these big fights are gonna be pretty crazy. Dante with the bodyguards. Bodyguards are going down pretty quick. I don't know how strong they are. I'm not an expert on Blood Angels. This orbital strike was huge. Took out like this whole army. And here I'll fast forward a bit, because yeah, it just looks bad for us. Squigif out in the field. And here I think I just remembered that I never upgraded my commanders. So I try to get my commander upgrades. I think I panicked. I didn't really need the commander upgrades, but I just got them anyways. This is like the 4th time my Terminators went down. I kind of have to make them though, because they're my tier 3 unit. So, you know. Starting to expand our bases a bit. Interesting, he went for Deathguard control. I don't know if Guard has more upgrades or not. Here I get my orbital strike of my own. So now I got my own orbital strike. It's weird that it's in the demon building, but I'll take it. The flies somehow didn't get detected. So pretty cool here. Big fight here. Artel who has the advantage. And yeah, the free unit thing is pretty nutty. They got 31 to 40 each. So they're not pushovers by any means. The weird boy did a thing. Not sure what it was. Got my Titan out. I'm basically full power Deathguards now. But even with full power Deathguards, still a little fishy if I can win or not. Looks like Guard's doing well. This heavy gunship is pretty ridiculous. It can kill vehicles with just a machine gun. So, pretty good fight here. Here, I think my problem was I was out of position. Guard has a really strong army, but I was out of position. I'm not controlling my guys. Whatever happens to them, happens. These guys here are pretty cheap, so if I lose those, fine by me. I keep forgetting to upgrade my Terminator's weapons, like the autocannon. So this is just pure bulk gun. I do end up healing my Terminators, so all this time spent shooting at my guys, I just heal it. I'll fast forward a bit. I'll fast forward a bit. Titan versus whatever this is fight. I think I can snipe it. But The Titan has two abilities, Stomp and don't take damage for a bit. So I activated both of those. I watched this 4 times. I'm not sure if I know I did the Stomp, but you don't see it. So I'm not sure if there's an actual animation for it. I have the laser upgrade and the poison flamethrower. And this is the last like big fight. So I got my Typhus out. I think Typhus can turn people into zombies, but I haven't tested it out yet. I never really go level 5. So this Titan seems pretty strong though. It was able to kill that big vehicle over there. So it's definitely not a pushover. In Ultimate Apocalypse, every time I made a Titan, I always lost the game because they would just never shoot or they would get stuck. So I just don't make Titans like ever. But the Unification Titans seem to be fine. They seem to be actual fighters. Dante is running around in my base, which is something I never thought I'd say. But I sent Typhus over to have some fun with him. Like I said, we expanded our bases, so it's going to take Dante a while to do anything. So now I got my Titan with my 2 Terminators. I don't bother repairing it because repairing it would take forever. And I knew right now I had to like end the game or this would go on forever. If I don't end the game now, it would go on forever. But yeah, I couldn't do it. But yeah, we finally got the advantage. I think Guard having like triple economy helped out a lot. I'm not sure how much he's floating, but I bet he's floating by quite a bit. So yeah, big Terminator fight here. I finally remembered to heal my guys. So yeah, he's still using Chimeras at like level 5, so that's interesting. And I told these guys before the game started, if I keep losing, I'm gonna make a Titan. And that's what I did. So I do want to watch this, so finally upgraded I got the autocannons, the Deathguard autocannons. So I'm pretty happy about that. They put the kill busters in the game, which is interesting. This is like a $400 statue. So it's interesting to see this in the game. A lot of junk happening over here. I think Typhus is slowly but surely making his way over here. They just used the orbital strike. So my Titan's getting shot at in like 3 directions. So it finally goes down. I do take out the Killbuster, which I have to imagine is like a level 4, level 5 vehicle. It's like a $300, $400 statue. So I have to imagine it's up there. Yeah, so Orks basically made free infantry and expensive vehicles, which was actually a pretty hard combo to deal with. Deathguard has pretty solid crowd control, but I can't deal with infinite units. Oh, I didn't even see this. This is new to me. Looted predator. So yeah, it looks like we just made everything. I didn't make every demon, but it looks like we just made everything. My spellcaster has ability where if anybody gets close, they get poisoned. So I'm not sure if I activated that or not. Here's a Death Company, which is cool. Super happy these are in the game. This is something that easily could have been in the Soulstorm. They could have easily put this in Soulstorm. I'd be fine with that. 80 to 100 damage, not bad. So yeah, this is basically the point where we both knew this was going to be like infinite. So we just quit. We were both tired. It took us a while to set this up, and then by the time we set it up, we were tired. This is my Land Raider. I'm surprised I didn't see a Space Marine Land Raider. That's fine. This Deathguard Land Raider, it's just a normal Land Raider, but just chaos looking. So it's just a normal, everyday Land Raider. So, but yeah, I think we call it a draw. My Titan was popping out again. It did pretty okay against one super vehicle, and Orks had like 3 super vehicles, so it would have been pretty rough. Space Marines seem to be on the verge of defeat though, so I think we could have taken out Space Marines. And yeah, this was a very casual game. I think that's kind of why we threw units everywhere. This was pretty casual. So, yeah, that's the end of it. Because Orks did the free unit thing, I actually got the most kills. You'll see here in a minute. And I actually had pretty good economy, which was weird. Because I lost every fight. So I had 42,000. They had 30. I still lost every fight, so I went minus a lot. As you can see, Guard had like 71. So you could make that army. You can make like a million Bane Blades. You can make a million tanks and be fine. See, I ended up with the most kills. I think that's just the Titan, though. The Guard player definitely carried. The Guard was able to kill stuff I couldn't. Like I said, the Dreadnoughts are a pretty hard counter to my army. It seems like Dreadnoughts just absolutely destroy Deathguard. So, him killing those Dreadnoughts was a big deal. And yeah, that's the end of it. I did tell some of these guys about my videos, so you might see them pop up later. And yeah, that's the end of it. Thanks for watching. I'll end it here.